Tirade, or rather I would say a rant against India and Russia. Now, Trump slammed India's high tariffs and dismissed concerns over India-Russia ties. But it seems that he's very much affected. That's why he is time and again mentioning about them. He said that both countries can take their dead economies down together. Trump also issued a sharp warning to former Russian President Dmitry Medvedev, saying that he's entering a very dangerous territory. Just 2 days back, we had Medvedev saying that if Trump continues to threaten Russia, then he will be pushing them to war. So, viewers, Trump continues to target Russia and India. This after Trump had announced that while he said the talks are on, he said that it can levy, that US will impose 25% tariffs on goods imported from India, plus an unspecified penalty for buying Russian oils and weapons. This is what Trump had said, and today he just goes on a rant and said that I don't care about Russia and India, and they can take their economies down together. Senior Executive Head Abhishek Kapoor joins us on the broadcast. Good morning, Abhishek. Well, Donald Trump is really irked by the ties between India and Russia. We've seen this time and again, from his party, from the government, from people from Trump administration have been time and again raising it, trying hard, selling their weapons. Now we have Trump yesterday saying that there's a penalty for buying Russian oil. Today he says that he doesn't care and they can take their economies down together. Abhishek.
Well, Rakshita, on the face of it, it seems like Donald Trump is going berserk. But the fact of the matter is that he's internally very frustrated, and it's that frustration really coming out because his entire campaign, the edifice of his entire campaign was built on this one pitch that he would end the Europe war on day one of his presidency. And we are now looking at 6 months, and the war is, in fact, if anything, escalating. And from both the sides, not just Vladimir Putin, but Zelensky, despite all the hectoring he got at the White House, cares two hoots about what President Trump thinks. In fact, on the eve of a possible ceasefire talk between Trump and Putin, Zelensky escalated with that drone attack on air bases deep inside Russia. So I think Trump is really frustrated. Like he used that F word when Iran and Israel were not listening to him. There is clear evidence now provided by the government of India that Donald Trump had no role whatsoever in the India-Pakistan ceasefire, if at all, and zero on the Indian side. So I think this is really frustration coming out. But as we have seen in the case of the trade deals he has announced with China and then gone cowering, seeking a summit meeting with Xi Jinping because China did not budge. Similarly, no clarity whatsoever on what kind of deal he is stuck with the others, including the European Union and the United Kingdom. So I think it's in the case with India. Remember, within a span of few hours after that, a broadside through his Truth Social post, in a press conference, he has already said that the negotiations are on. So Donald Trump being Donald Trump, you have to look at weather, and perhaps sometimes weather is more reliable than Donald Trump's musings. Having said that, India has taken a very exceptionally strong position with that statement that came out. And the Modi government is clear that we are going to stare down so far as our bare minimal requirements and the red lines are concerned. So while Trump is taking a very maximalist position, India has taken a minimalist position in terms of safeguarding its interests, particularly in dairy and agriculture, which impacts about 80 million plus, 100 million plus farmers and their families. So obviously, I think this is going to go on. This ping pong, so to say, of Trump's tantrums is going to go on till the time a final deal is announced, for which, of course, negotiations are still on, and the next round of which happens later in the month of August.
Right. Abhishek, thanks so much for joining us with those details and giving us a perspective on that big story. We will now shift our focus to the top story. The top focus on Republic TV today, the Special National Investigation Agency Court is set to deliver the verdict in the 2008 Maligaon blast case today. For 17 long years of legal